May I come in, sir?
Yes, come in. Have a seat, Priyamvada.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you, sir.
Your father belongs to Ratnagiri district, huh?
Yes, sir.
But you have been staying mostly in Mumbai, huh?
Yes, sir. My father got transferred when I was 6 years old. So
Okay.
we moved
Now, Ratnagiri is famous for what?
to... Ratnagiri is famous for Alfonso mangoes.
Yes.
It is a port city, also famous for other products like cashews and shipping industry.
Who was the naval chief of Shivaji Maharaj?
Sorry,
Based out of Ratnagiri.
sorry, sir. I'm not able to...
Can you name some other freedom fighters who belong to Ratnagiri?
Sir, Lokmanya Tilak
Yes.
was born in Ratnagiri.
Yes.
Also, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, though not born in Ratnagiri, also belong ancestrally to Ratnagiri.
What are the association of Shivaji Maharaj with Ratnagiri and the surrounding areas, you know?
Shivaji Maharaj had built a lot of forts in the surrounding areas also.
Which
like
was his capital there near Ratnagiri?
Sindhudurga Fort.
Was it Sindhudurga or was it Raigad?
Sorry, sir, I'm not sure.
Okay. There was a big project, you know, near Ratnagiri, Chiploon. They called it the Dhabol project. What happened to the project and why did it run into a controversy? You have any idea?
Sorry, sir. I'm
You
not
have
able
no
to
idea. Okay, no problem. Who are the other personalities, cricket personalities or film Bollywood personalities from Ratnagiri? You have any idea?
Sorry, sir, no.
Okay, sorry, I switched over to too much of Ratnagiri. Okay, let me see. You are electronics engineer from Veer Mata Jijabai Technological Institute. This is based out of Mumbai.
Mumbai, yes.
Which place in Mumbai?
Vadala.
Vadala. Okay. Now tell me, in electronics, what is a PNP junction? Oh, you passed out in the year 2012.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what a PNP junction is?
PNP junction. I remember PN junction.
What is the PN junction? Start with the PN.
PN junction is basically a semiconductor where one side is doped with P-type impurities, and the other side is with the N-type.
Very good. And what happens in a solar cell, photovoltaic cell? What happens?
In a solar cell, basically light is used to generate electricity. So we again use a PN junction where the P-type is thinner than the N-type, so that the light reaches the junction.
Okay. Now tell me, you have passed out in 2012. What have you been doing since then?
Sir, immediately after engineering, I started working with Credit Suisse in Pune. It is a financial service. It is an investment bank in the financial services sector, where I was working in the derivatives section. While I was working, I realized that for further progress in my career in the financial services space, I should pursue an MBA. So I did MBA from IIM Bangalore.
Wow.
That was between 2014 and 2016. So after 2016, I started working with Deutsche Bank. This was in Mumbai. In the same space, in the investment banking, I was working on the Delta One trading desk as a trading assistant supporting a desk which was working out of Hong Kong. So we were into enabling clients, global hedge funds, etc., to take positions on emerging markets.
What happened recently at the NSE? There was some big scandal regarding the National Stock Exchange. What happened?
Yes, sir. The former chairperson, Ms. Chitra Ramakrishnan, has been accused of some irregularities with respect to certain appointments. And
was it only regarding appointments?
Also, there was a co-location case where a favorable access was given to certain brokers, and hence...
what is this co-location problem?
Co-location is basically a facility whereby certain brokers, after paying a certain amount to the exchange, get a faster access to the exchange servers so that they have immediate data.
But that is legal. You are allowing, that is something permissible. They paid the money and they've located their servers there, no?
So these are very big brokers. So certain, I believe, when I don't know the exact criteria for, but some of it is legal.
Okay. Now, who is this Himalayan yogi? They said. Have you heard of the Himalayan yogi?
Yeah.
Who
So
was he?
the accusation was that the NSE CEO was taking decisions on the advice of a Himalayan yogi. However, I believe the identity has not been found out exactly.
Now, we are seeing that we thought initially the impression was that only government systems are amenable to, corruption and scandals. But now we find even in the private sector also, your banks, etc. also, Yes Bank and NSE, etc. all are amenable. You think it's a systemic problem, or what is the issue?
Sir, with the diversity that we have in our country, some amount of corruption is happening. However, I feel that we are taking steps in the right direction, and with digitization, the focus that is on digitization currently will definitely help us to reduce corruption to a great extent.
Okay. You must be aware of this concept known as big data.
Yes, sir.
What is this big data?
Big data is basically using data for deriving for analytics and deriving insights and helping in decision making.
Okay. Why did Deutsche Bank withdraw from retail banking in India?
Sir, Deutsche Bank is still.
It was not there in the retail bank. It's still there.
It is still there.
Which other banks, major international banks, have withdrawn?
Citibank recently.
Citibank has withdrawn.
Citibank recently.
Why did they withdraw?
Sir, I'm not sure of the reason.
Yes, Priyamvada.
Yes, sir.
Priyamvada means
Someone who talks sweetly.
someone.
It's basically Priyam plus Vadam.
So I was just listening about your biodata. So you are having, so much impressive biodata.
Thank you.
So why you want to leave this present job, going for IAS and inviting unwanted problems of stress?
Sir, so I would like to share with you that even as a 5-year-old in Ratnagiri, I used to often say that I want to become the collector one day, because I was inspired by my father. He was working in a state government PSU, and he had a very deep respect for IAS officers.
So you have seen only the bright side of an IAS officer, but if you really go into the real situation, they are under a lot of pressure.
Yes, sir.
And every 24-hour service, any time anything may happen. So what was this Hanuman, controversy going on in Bombay, and all top IAS officers are still, under great tension?
Yes, sir. So the controversy is that a politician gave a statement that using loudspeakers for azan should be stopped. And if they continue, then we will also install loudspeakers and play the Hanuman Chalisa. That's how the controversy started. And now, however, the government statement was that they did not.
Suppose you are the police commissioner of Bombay, what would have been your, action in this? And as a normal woman of Bombay, what you would have thought about it? Give you views in two different situations.
Sir,
one as police commissioner of Bombay, second as a normal citizen of Bombay.
Sir, as a police commissioner, my immediate thought goes to law and order, and the identifying areas where there can be potential turmoil. And
no, that's true. But if somebody, a specific group is using loudspeaker and disturbing the colony, disturbing old people who are sick, not getting proper sleep, and they are getting disturbed by the sound because it is causing the sound pollution.
Yes.
So will you agree that it should happen?
Sir, so use of loudspeaker, I believe there are rules around beyond 10 o'clock loudspeakers cannot be played, and those should be abided by. However, in the specific case of azan, I would feel that this is a practice that has been continuing for many years.
If something wrong is being continued since long, so there should be some time to correct it.
Correct, sir. So I feel that instead of giving an ultimatum, there should be dialogue. We should reach out to the community and explain the problems that are being faced by the old people. And there should be rules set up, like if there is a hospital or a school nearby, then the use of loudspeaker should not be allowed. However, if a mosque is surrounded only by the Muslim community settlements, in that case, at a lower decibel, they can be allowed, as it has been going on for many years. However, the community surrounding the mosque should be taken into consideration while framing.
Okay. Can you name some of the famous personalities of from Bombay or from Maharashtra who have really contributed in the development of our country? Some including the recent ones, non-political.
Yes, sir.
Non-political personalities, 4, 5, who have really contributed towards the development of the country. Is fine?
Yes, sir. So our industrialists like Mukesh Ambani, he's the head of Reliance, who also launched Jio.
So why he has not been given then Bharat Ratna, if you think that he's so important?
Sir, I am not aware of.
No, if you are thinking that he is number one, then Sachin Tendulkar has been given Bharat Ratna.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Boris Johnson came to India and he remembered Tendulkar,
Yes,
not
sir.
Mukesh Ambani.
Yes, sir.
So please give your views.
Sir, my view was that currently, because of the launch of Jio and data has become so cheap in our country, and I feel that he has contributed
Okay.
because we were able to usher in a digital revolution, which really helped us during the COVID pandemic.
Okay, one or two more.
Sir, other industrialists like Ratan Tata has
Yes, I
also.
can. Ratan Tata, but even he has not been given Bharat Ratna.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the concept behind this Bharat Ratna? You tell me.
Sir, I believe what the criteria is exceptional service to excellence in a particular field like music, sports.
So, do you think that Amitabh Bachchan should be given Bharat Ratna?
Yes, sir. Amitabh Bachchan has gone above and beyond his role as an actor. He has achieved excellence in his field, and he is definitely a potential.
If I say that NGT is not effective in controlling air pollution, what is your assessment? Do you know what is NGT first?
Yes, yes, the National Green Tribunal. Sir, I believe air pollution. We are taking some short-term steps and long-term steps. Particularly, the problem is acute in the city of Delhi, and there are which we have identified the causes, and we are like, for example, stubble burning. And there are steps being taken like deployment of happy cedar machines, and we are now actively monitoring the air quality index. So I feel that there are steps being taken and we can strengthen those.
Okay. Niti Aayog, what is the latest development in this? Any latest news?
Sir, the chairperson of...
Chairperson or vice chairman?
Sorry, sir. Vice chairperson of Niti Aayog. Recently, Sumant Berry has been appointed as the vice chairperson of Niti Aayog.
So what happened to the previous one?
I believe he stepped down. I do not know the reasons.
Okay, what is the full form of Niti Aayog?
Sir, National Institute for Transforming India.
National Institute
Institution for Transforming India.
Priyamvada,
Yes, sir.
you're already, though this question has been asked, but at the cost of repeating, you're already AVP. So I guess your CTC must be around 48, 52, so to speak, at a minimum.
Yes, sir.
Here you will get peanuts as salary.
Yes.
How are you going to adjust to your new financial situation? Your lifestyle must have changed.
Yes, sir.
Please tell us.
Yes, sir. So the last 2 years have been a good practice in that regard. But sir, my objective for this career change was not a monetary reason, and more of...
You're willing to live in the new financial environment.
Yes, sir. It was more for fulfillment.
I find from many point of view Mumbai as a necropolis. I don't know whether you like the city or not, but I believe Mumbai is at best can be described as a necropolis. How about shifting the capital of Maharashtra from Mumbai to some other place?
Sir, I believe that a capital is formed because of certain attributes like the opportunities that the capital city provides to. Even today, a lot of migrants move to Mumbai in the hope of better opportunities employment-wise. And I believe particularly in the financial services sector, Mumbai has made itself, it will be difficult to achieve the same scale.
It is Mumbai is almost 750 kilometers away from Nagpur, almost more than 800 kilometers from Bhandara and Gondia district.
Yes, sir.
So I'm speaking in that context. The capital should be ideally central location cities. So from that point of view, I'm asking.
Sir, Nagpur is already considered as the second capital of Maharashtra, and even the winter session takes place in Nagpur. And what we need is currently is multiple centers of excellence, and not just one. But it will. What I feel is it will be very difficult for other centers. It will take a long time for other centers to come up, but we should continue in that respect.
Okay. Tell us the difference between the accounting system, the corporate sector and the government sector. Now that you're going to enter the government sector, you must be having some idea about the accounting system as it exists in the government.
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of the details.
Are you aware about the accounts that are provisioned for in the constitution? Like we have salary account, fixed deposit accounts. What kind of accounts do we have in the government as per the constitutional provisions?
So
have you heard of Consolidated Fund of India?
Yes, sir.
Now you can say.
Yes, sir. Consolidated Fund of India and the public account are two accounts.
Okay, fair enough. There is another contingency fund.
Yes,
Which department of Ministry of Finance handles banking related issues?
Department of Financial Services.
Excellent. Okay, tell me one thing. Maharashtra has suffered the largest number of casualties in the pandemic. As of yesterday, what was the total number of deaths? A rough estimation in Maharashtra.
Sorry, sir, I have.
Around 1,48,000. No issues. Okay. The Nepalese Prime Minister was in India recently. There were a couple of agreements and outcomes in his deliberation with the Indian counterpart. You may like to elaborate upon some of the 2-3 landmark treaties that were reached out with the Indian counterpart.
Sorry, sir, I did not follow this news item. I will read up.
Okay, so what is your favorite newspaper?
Sir, I read the Hindu and Indian Express nowadays.
Excellent. So who all are your op-ed writers in Hindu and Express?
Sir, in Express, C. Rajamohan, sir, on international affairs.
So where do you place him? Leftist, rightist, centrist?
Sir, most of the times, I would say centrist. He does.
He's pragmatist.
Pragmatist, yes, sir.
And what about Hindu?
Hindu, sir, various writers.
Which day Open Magazine Center section page comes in the Hindu?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall.
Okay. And which are the most popular op-ed writers for you in Hindu? Whom do you follow?
I don't follow anyone specifically, sir. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, sometimes there are good articles. I read very selectively when, like for example, if like recently, sorry, sir.
Okay. What is moneycontrol.com? You have any idea?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
It is a provider of financial services data as well as news. It covers news on the financial.
Who owns it?
Sorry, sir, I'm not.
One and the only company, Reliance. Okay. Last segment of questions. How comfortable you are in Pakistan politics? Name some political parties in Pakistan.
So, Tehreek-e-Islam, Pakistan, PDP, People's Democratic Party. Sir, I'm struggling here, I'm sorry.
Name the number one banking company in the world.
JP Morgan Chase.
Okay. So JP Morgan has, have you ever thought of joining JP Morgan before in the last 10 years? It's a good employer.
Yes, sir. No, I didn't think of joining.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Please tell me about cooperative movement in Maharashtra.
Yes, sir. The cooperative movement in Maharashtra is very strong, particularly in the sugar industry in the Marathwada region. The idea is for local farmers to come together, pool in their resources, and avail advantages and credit facilities.
Have you heard about the tea cooperatives also? Just like sugar cane, tea cooperatives.
Sorry,
No.
sir, I don't have detailed information.
Okay. Panchayati Raj system.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But please tell me, I mean, what is the status at the moment in the administration and giving help to the villages and all this?
Yes, sir. Sir, now it is almost 30 years since
Yes.
we have implemented the Panchayati Raj system. And although we have made a lot of progress, whereby local issues are being highlighted and solutions are actively sought for these issues, we still have to make progress in terms of devolution of powers to the local bodies of governance like the Panchayati Raj. It has played a major role in women empowerment with reservation for women in the Panchayati system.
Okay.
However, we also see a misuse in terms of the concepts like Sarpanch Pati,
Yes.
where a woman is just made a proxy while the husband runs the show.
Okay.
And but I believe that despite these problems, we have a bright future for the Panchayati
When is
Raj.
the Panchayati Raj day?
Today is
And our Prime Minister has gone?
our Prime Minister is visiting Jammu and Kashmir. I'm not able to recollect the name of the village, but he is visiting the Panchayat, which is the first carbon neutral Panchayat.
It's Palli.
Okay, sir.
Palli village. Okay. Have you followed this year's budget?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sunrise sector. They have mention of the sunrise sector.
Yes, sir.
What is that? What that deals with? Sunrise sector.
Sir, it deals with identified sectors which can help us reach the 5 trillion economy goal.
I think you are guessing. I mean, specific I want.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Artificial intelligence.
Okay.
You are electronic. Okay. But tell me something about blockchain technology already being used in Maharashtra in a very backward district. Have you any idea?
No, sir. Sorry, sir.
In
I will read about it.
Gadchiroli. They are verifying their status of the certificate issued by the district magistrate
Yes, sir.
by the blockchain technology.
Yes, sir. I can recollect it. I read it
Okay?
recently.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. It's a very, very most important.
Yes, sir.
And what is metaverse?
Sir, metaverse is a concept popularized by Facebook particularly, where it will be a 3D world where using your VR glasses, you can step into this 3D world and each individual will have its own digital identity.
What is augmented reality and virtual reality?
Yes, sir. Virtual reality is where it is a completely different space created, whereas augmented reality is where you are present in the current circumstances. However, like for example, when we watch 3D movies, it is just an augmentation.
Okay.
Where and this is being used in teaching tools, etc.
Okay. My last question.
Yes.
Maharashtra is doing very well for water conservation because water table has gone down.
Yes, sir.
So what are the engineering part of it? I mean, say some steps have been taken for conservation of water.
Sorry, sir. Exact engineering points.
Very simple.
Sir, I'm aware of rainwater harvesting and
check dams.
Check.
Yeah, also engineering part.
Okay, sir.
Nothing more than okay. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Priyamvada.
Thank
Just
you,
wait for a minute outside. We'll call you back.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.